Despite the talks to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, concerns over fertilizer prices and availability continue to rise. Global fertilizer use is expected to decline, with a potential negative impact on crop yields later this year. The regional impact will be uneven, however. In Europe, for example, the fertilizer that's being used on the fields today was often bought at pre-war prices, meaning that exposure to elevated prices will only build over time. What we also see is that governments are expanding their policies and efforts to secure supplies for their domestic market and increase subsidies for farmers to cushion them from the blow. For European food and agri businesses, disruptions could still build over the next 6 to 12 months. So, for companies, it makes sense to look at which steps they can take in the months ahead to reduce those risks. Still, in our view, agricultural commodity markets have not fully priced in the risk of a prolonged fertilizer crisis. So for European food and agri companies, disruption could still build over the next 6 to 12 months through either higher input costs, elevated volatility in agricultural markets, and a growing risk of countries imposing export restrictions on agricultural products to secure domestic food supply and manage food inflation. So it makes sense for companies to look at which steps they can take in the months ahead to reduce those risks.